Tori Amos, Happy Phantom. Your songs are so personal. Are they the place where you get to express all the things that you've been working through?
That's how I usually know what I'm thinking about. I don't really know how I feel about something till I write it out. I get surprised sometimes how much I dislike something or somebody. You know, I'm smiling across the kitchen table and I write something that leads me to believe that I'd be hacking their head off if I could. But I don't hack people's heads off. It's really not my way.
Thank goodness that you write songs.
I just write songs instead.
Now, have you ever written a song and then gone back and found it too personal to share?
That's interesting. Sometimes, if it's also about somebody else, and it makes reference to them, and they're aware of what it is, because, you know, when you're making reference to someone, sometimes they know. Sometimes I don't want certain people to know how I feel about them, because you make certain choices in your life, and I get shy about that stuff. See, the thing is, nobody knows names and numbers. They might speculate that it's about them, but they don't really know. And especially when I look them straight in the eye, they don't really know. And I get a good kick out of that. But when they do know, it's a bit scary, because he knows you have a crush on him, and it's awful because that kind of thing.
Do you spend a lot of time analyzing yourself, really thinking about how you feel about things?
Yeah. But then I have 50 different personalities, so we have many different viewpoints. I find that it's very clear which part of my self wants to speak out about something, and they all have different perspectives on things.
Do you feel sometimes when you've gone through something and then you write about it, or through the writing you go through something and then you put it on an album or you perform it, is it strange to have given it away?
I get really protective before I play it the first time in front of people. I get naked, I get all those things, I feel exposed. But then I also get very protective, and I push myself into being brave, because I like sharing these songs. They kind of want to meet other people, not just me. They get tired of hanging out with only me, I think. Songwriting is always a trick, because you can edit yourself out of its essence. You really have to tell your mind to go down to the pub and go get something to drink. And you can sit there and argue yourself out till you end up week after week with torn pages and nothing accomplished, because you don't even allow yourself to go exploring. And it's really like that. It's a trip down the Congo. That's what it should be when you're writing.
Literally down into the heart of darkness?
Yeah. I try and dive off the back of my tongue and get in there.
Are the songs, all the songs in this album, Little Earthquakes, are they personal experiences for you, or are they
unfortunately
things that you've thought of? Well, I'm glad that you've worked through them.
Working through them. I mean, some of them I feel like I've passed to the other side on, and others it's just a constant. The beginning is to, I think, to really have a good time and be able to giggle in your life, and really giggle for real, is when you're able to go into those sad places and say, okay, this made me sad, and this hurt me a bit, this really pissed me off. And when you can give that equal time, then your giggles aren't trying to find a laugh out of the worst joke in the evening, because you need to giggle about something. You can really be happy. I think people, I'll tell you something. In one of the shows, I don't remember what city it was recently, but I walked in, and somebody in the dressing room, there was everybody's pictures and posters up, you know. And they had Sarah McLachlan's up, and what a beautiful picture of her. I think she's really wonderful, and hers wasn't touched. And I looked at my picture, and they had this little sad frown with a little puppy dog nose that somebody had drawn on. And I said, it's amazing to me that people think that I'm so desperately sad, because when I'm sad, I'm really sad. But when I'm truly happy, and when I've got my knife out and I'm having a good old time getting my digs in, I have a jar of honey right by the knife, and it's really about balance. And I think it's pretty exciting when you're looking at yourself. It's great.
Why did you record Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit?
I thought it was really fun to do that. I, first of all, love that song. It's a really powerful song. It brought out a lot of things that I was very angry about. And I'm a piano player, so I brought it to my medium. I think that song is painful, and it slices through, I guess, this control-minded side of our society that makes me really rebel. The ones that want to censor, the ones that want to hush you up, the ones that want you to be good girls and good boys. They don't even understand what that is.
Now, some people may view that as an incredibly opportunistic move, recording this song that's at the height of popularity. What would you say to them?
Well, when I recorded this in England, I've had almost as much press as the Queen. So let's be really fair about this. I mean, I was pretty well known in the UK when I recorded that, and I just did not record Nirvana. I recorded Led Zepp cover and a Rolling Stones cover. And people have happened to pick up on it. Also, I think, the album speaks for itself that I've written. And I've been doing covers of Bartók and Mozart since I was 2.5, so Nirvana's not in bad company. I don't see the big deal. Plus, I also think that a piano player, an acoustic piano player, has to break concepts. Well, I do anyway. I get really tired of, oh, that's really nice. And really nice is not just acceptable with me.
I want to thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks, Leslie.
Leather by Tori Amos. And before that, her version of Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. I first talked with Tori in May of this year.